All right, so we're back. Let's see if we can get someone back in here. I am so sorry. Um, all right. How's that? All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Now let's see. See if we can get like one or two people back. Yeah, intercepting my transmission. That Disney. Oops. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My kid called Hunter, the teenager, and he calls me from Ohio. He isn't aware that I'm. I just said, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." Oh, okay. Well, text me before you call me between the hours of 8 and midnight because I might be live streaming to 1,000 people. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Uh, no, I'm not a replacement. It's really me. Victor Rod the Ripper. I love you too. A sock puppet. Hey, EVS, love your stuff. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. That article was putting me in a bad mood anyway. I mean, honestly, I just that was the worst. I can't stand those people. SJWs are the absolute worst. To say those things about Dr. Jordan Peterson, absolutely terrible. Ethereus Fox says you sound kind of like a robot. I do. Hey, guys, how's my mic sound? Does it sound a little bit bad? Do I sound a little robotic? Audio is low. Yeah. Good, good or bad? That's okay. Better, better. Okay, I moved the mic just a little bit. A lot of people are excited about Cecil. People are very excited about Cecil. That's all I hear. Good. Everyone's saying it's good now. It's good. Yeah. Oh, come on. You guys here. I sound like IG88. Critias says, EVS, get yourself a punching bag and tape SJW on it, and then when you get upset, punch the hell out of it. Yeah, like, or maybe I should get a bunch of pops and then back over them with my car when I get upset at SJWs. Most SJWs have a pop character of themselves anyway. I could just stock up. Michael Sloop, thank you for 4.99. Uncle Ethan, does your router say Force Link 2.0 on the side? If it did, it wouldn't work, right? No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Yeah, when somebody calls, I use my telephone as a camera. So if somebody calls my phone, it interrupts my stream. I probably shouldn't say that. Then everyone could interrupt my stream. I'm gonna have to find a different way. Cecil was awesome last night, says Elric Hyuga. I'm glad you thought so. Yeah, I thought he was terrible. Xbox DCG, thank you for Canadian 279. Have you ever met Stan Lee? Yes, many, many times. Many times. And there's actually a video here. It's old. I mean, I think I did it way back in October, so when my channel was still young. I did a video where I interviewed Stan Lee, and I said, "Hey, what are your favorite Spider-Man characters?" And he was really, really funny. He told me what his favorite Spider-Man villains were, and we drew them. I drew them live. So if you want to go backwards, you can find something. You can find that video. It's called like Drawing for Stan Lee or something like that. It's very like primitive. I was still learning how to make YouTube videos, but you might just like it. I don't know. Six Scale Combat says, EVS, I just got Cyberfrog #1. Woohoo. Hey, cool. That's great. Yeah, they're getting hard to find. I'm looking at eBay, and eBay used to be loaded with Cyberfrogs, and they're kind of losing out. They're losing a lot of frogs are being sold. It's funny. Yeah, you can create demand by just getting ready to do a new book. Six Scale Combat said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just read your one." Reginald Von Wallet says EVS is a Nazi, quote unquote. Mark Wade. Yeah. Tanya Patrick, yay, Uncle EVS is back. I sure am. Soylo, a Soy Wars story, said this is a very professional stream. I'm so sorry. I really am. I don't know what to say about that. Disconnect from your cat. That's not what happened. In case you guys missed it, my son called and interrupted. It is true. Jesse N, thank you for $2. Good evening, Uncle Ethan. Good evening to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Um, yeah. Peter Mayer says, Ethan, get a restraining order against Cecil. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. You think I should get the law involved against Cecil? Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my lawyer about that and see if we can see what I can do. So see what legal remedies are open to me against Cecil. Goldfox177, thank you for 4.99. Cecil was awful last night. Glad I didn't have to deal with him. You're so right. No, people like Cecil. Here's the thing about Cecil. People either thoroughly enjoy him or they can't stand him. And I said to him, I said, Cecil, stay off of my show. And if you can't stay off of my show, then I'm going to treat you like Kramer on Seinfeld. So you can have brief walk-on moments where you annoy people or delight people. It depends on, your mileage may vary. Like Cecil is the wacky neighbor. We're just trying to talk about Star Wars. And then Cecil kind of flies into the room and says annoying things in a lisp. Uh, and that's fine. I mean, that's fine. But let's keep it brief. I'm like, Cecil, be succinct, and then get out of here. But yeah, you're right. I'm glad you don't have to deal with him either. I do these things for you. You don't have to go see Solo tomorrow. I do. I take these burdens upon myself for your own entertainment. Um, Yeah. Uh, Doremicon blog, thank you for $5. Thank you for recommending Ivan Ortega. He might actually create a cut of The Last Jedi worth watching. That guy has so much constitution doing that. Ivan Ortega is a genius and a really, really talented editor, also a brilliant storyteller. It is something else to be able to take a finished movie and all you have are these scraps of film that have been glued together a certain way. You don't have any extended cut versions of any of these pieces of film. Ivan is able to take what he has and completely change the context of every scene through re-edits. And he's smart. He's a really, really good storyteller. I watched him undo the scene where Luke Skywalker throws the lightsaber over his shoulder and give it a brand new meaning that would actually have lent weight and honor and dignity to Luke Skywalker as well as to Rey. Really, really good stuff. I will have him on eventually. I would love to actually talk to Ivan a little bit. It would have to be a very serious conversation. Ivan's funny. Ivan was like shooting Rose Ticos with a bow and arrow, I think, or was it a crossbow? He is funny. We might have a fun conversation. Mighty Egbert says Ethan is irrationally annoyed by Cecil. How can you say that? How can Mighty Egbert? There is nothing more obnoxious than trying to do a show and then, like, first of all, Cecil, who is not invited, comes into the show using a key pass that he has, and then he doesn't even say, "Hey guys, I'm here. Hey, it's me, Cecil." He just quietly lurks. You can see his little avatar in the corner. He lurks quietly and he makes noise with ice in a glass. You just hear a lot of clanking and a lot of like background ambient noise. And you're like, oh, Cecil's here. There's nothing irrational about being annoyed by that. It is annoying. It is annoying. XJ9 says, "What did you do with all that solo Denny's crap you bought?" Actually, he said Solo. All those cups, I'm gonna be drinking out of them. I'm gonna be drinking out of Chewbacca's fucking head. I have all the trading cards. Andrea says that we're gonna go to Target at some point. Next time we need diapers. And thanks for the super chat. That's diaper money, by the way. Next time we need diapers, we're gonna go to Target, and I'm going to get the new solo trading card set that they have there. I didn't know that they had those. But I'll definitely get them. I mean, that kind of stuff is very important to give a three-dimensional view of promotion for this movie. Yeah. Shapiro is a soy boy, says Leonid Sokolov. What a cool name. Dr. Taco says Cecil is fun, but in very small doses. Very small. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it too. I mean, I don't want you guys to have to put up with too much. Elsie Doomhammer, hello. LOL, pray for Ivan. He's seen The Last Jedi over 50 times now. Oh, that poor guy. Yeah, it is hard. I've seen it twice and it's too much. I've tried to watch it a third time and I can't get through it. Bradley Fortner says Cecil had me laughing. Good. Etheris Fox, thank you for $2. How do you feel about Medicare murdering Kumite? Did he? I don't know. I mean, I thought Kumite ended because Andy Worski and JP broke up. Is that wrong? And then he made fun of it. I didn't know if he had anything to do with actually murdering it. Yeah, let me know. A Caustic Soldier says, I don't know the big deal with Cecil. He is so deep in the closet, I can barely hear anything he has to say. Hey, he's very interested in women. He likes the ladies. That's what he's told me. I assumed he was gay, but I never said anything to him. And he came out to me like, I am not gay. And I said, I don't, all right. I'm not gay at all. Everyone thinks I am, but I'm not. I said, okay. And that was it. That was weird enough. Like that was a weird moment for me, for somebody who is clearly a gay man, to tell me unasked that he is straight. You don't know when the satire ends with Cecil. It could all be performance art. He claims to have two nieces that are named Sasha and Malia. I don't know if that's true or not. I doubt it. Lucifer Love Monkey, thank you for $5. Bering's channel was taken down by YouTube. Politics as usual. I did hear that. I'm gonna watch some videos on that. That is a sin. I love Bering. Bering's hilarious. The problem is a lot of these guys get very, very personal. They make personal enemies, and it's hard. It's like I feel like I can sort of make videos about big celebrities. I shouldn't be making videos about people that I actually interact with one on one, unless they're in complete and total self defense. There are a few videos where I'm just like, look, there's somebody who's running amok, and I need to actually, do a video to sort of answer them. But other than that, it's like to sit there and use your channel to go after these kind of YouTubers and individuals is dangerous. YouTube could just decide to pull the trigger at any point. Angry Liquid, thank you for $10. Hey, Uncle Ethan, one of my favorite DC characters is Superboy Prime. I enjoyed the arc during the Sinestro Corps War. Wanted to know your feelings on him. He's definitely Jeff Johns' baby. Jeff Johns loves Superboy Prime, I think. I don't know if he still does, but 10 years ago he did. And I liked him. I thought he was kind of an arrogant punk. Like I wanted him to have a very punchable face, to always be smirking. And yeah, a really good character, a really like a very good villain, a really good foil, a really good heel. That's how I feel about him. I'm glad you like him. Yeah. James Harold says I'm fascinated by the old gays. Vasco Zuzu says, yes, Cecil is the Kramer of the High Council. That's how I see him. And, he is welcome. He's definitely welcome to come on. I kid him because he's incredibly obnoxious, and I don't know how to countenance that kindly, except to say that he is funny, and he's definitely a part of the High Council in limited quantities. Okay. Yeah. Chris Neville says, I'd like to see Ivan's complete Last Jedi. I'd buy that. Yeah, I would too. I have to wonder how he's going to sustain a narrative through re-editing The Last Jedi. I mean, when he changes little scenes around, I wonder how that affects the entire plot of the movie sometimes. But he can do it. He is something else. Um, yeah. Michael Martin says, to be fair, to need to have a relatively high IQ to appreciate Cecil. No, not really. I don't think that's true at all. I think you need to have a very low IQ to accept Cecil, at all. Luckily, I do have a low IQ, so I do accept Cecil. James, thank you for $2. Cecil is my mentor for real masculinity. He does have essays about how C3PO is his figurehead of masculinity. A new age of masculinity came through with C3PO. Peter Mayer says Cecil is like nails on a chalkboard. Um, yeah, yeah, I think so. Not quite as pleasant though. Not quite as pleasant. Zen Lion, LOL. Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Do you just love to go live right when DNC and Captain Cummings do? I don't pay attention anymore. I'll say that we used to have bro code because our fans were mostly the same. I don't think our fans are all the same anymore. I think that I actually have a different audience. than DNC and Captain Cummings do. There's definitely crossover because we're all like best buddies and stuff. But I mean, I'm talking about Star Wars, and he's talking about comics or Twitter drama, and Captain Cummings is the same. So I feel like I'm running a channel with a different subject, and it depends on what your mood is. If you'd rather hear about comics, you can go listen to them. If you'd rather hear about Star Wars, come to me. Yeah. Um, Too Legit to Quit says Missing Beauty and the beta for this. I don't even know what that is. Is that an awful reality show? Sandra Rayume says when will we see the land speeder? Good question. I have about half of the video done. I do have to do the final, like it's put together. I have to get the kids to ride it, just to demonstrate it, and then all that stuff. And that's just a matter of getting the kids to do it outside. Yeah, sounds like. Well, yeah. Tom says make sure bullies don't beat you up for drinking out of those cups. I will. I'll make sure the bullies stay away. Encore Baby says Richard Simmons is my role model for masculinity. That works. I think that actually is a good thing. Encore Baby, if you are a woman, that's a great idea. Uh, Ethers Fox says, a Cossack Soldier, the metacast on Sunday was all about infighting between various IBS people. Andy is currently leaving the Kumite. The stream will have more watchers than Andy's tonight. Wow, this is all very dramatic. I don't know why those guys couldn't keep it together. They were making so much money at the Kumite, and it was very, it was great. Like, it was a really, really good idea. In fact, that's where the High Council idea came from, except without the fighting, really. Like, we just decided, hey, if we could just do, like, the biggest YouTubers on this subject all together once a week, I think people would come. And we're not going to fight, I hope. But it's like, I'm surprised the Kumite couldn't make it. Tim Rutherford says, where and how did you meet your wife? If you don't mind me asking, please. Sure. Okay, so when I was 18 years old, I had a caricature stand at the mall, the Burlington Center in New Jersey. It's my own little business right out of high school. And, I was kind of meeting, other people doing little art jobs, illustrating books, making neckties, that kind of a thing. And I also met a lot of girls there. I'm young, I'm sitting there, I have a pretty funny, like, cool job at the mall. So I met a lot of teenage girls and dated a few of them. And one day, this beautiful, long-legged Italian girl walks by, and I was just like, "Wow, oh my God!" And she was just gorgeous. She was with her mom though, and you know, we kind of gave each other the eye, and then she kind of came a little. I said, "Oh well, I guess that's not going to happen." She came by and she came back and sat down for me to draw her caricature, and we chatted. We became good friends. I did draw her caricature. She did keep it. She still has it, which is funny. And we just stayed in touch for a few years until she got married and I got married. And being married, you kind of lose track of a lot of your friends of the opposite sex. I mean, that just doesn't. They don't stick around. But then she found me again because I don't know. I think she found a shoebox with the caricature in it and a copy of Cyberfrog number one. Her name is in the Hall of Heroes Cyberfrog number one. Her name is in it, like a special thanks to, and looked me up and we just started talking. And then one day she just told me, and I mean she was so beautiful. Like I never thought of dating her. I never would have dated Andrea. I wouldn't have had the nerve to ask her. I just thought, hey, I'm just her kooky artist friend that she likes. She was waiting for me to ask her out, she says. But yeah, we started talking. She told me she was getting divorced. About a year later, my marriage fell apart too. And, she kind of said, hey, I wish you lived closer so that we could go out to dinner or hang out or something. And I just said, wow, if I lived closer, could we date? And she was like, hell yeah. So we just started dating, and it was like it was always just meant to be. Like in our 40s, we've known each other since we were like in school, and I don't know, it was just meant to be. So she's absolutely the greatest thing that ever happened to me. She really is. Michael Sloop, thank you for, and we got married. We got married last year in November. Um, let's see. Oh, I'm missing a lot of super chats. A lot of people are calling my story soy. Screw you. It is the truth. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of super chats here. I'm sorry. I completely spaced out when I was telling that story, and I was not paying attention. All right, so Bearing's channel was taken down. Superboy Prime, Cecil's mentor. Okay, Vince Clortho, thank you for $1.99. Tonight I'm gonna start my week of Soilo shirt. Sweet, you should. This is the week to wear those. Michael Sloop, thank you for $1.99. Crypto fashion cap soy pants when? I can ask him. Xbox DCG, thank you for Canadian 279. How much percent wise of Star Wars crap do you keep? About 80% right now. 80% of it, honestly. I'm starting to feel bad throwing it away. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $5. If you had to watch The Phantom Menace or The Last Jedi 50 times in a row, which would you choose? Phantom Menace, yeah. No, I don't know. It might be The Last Jedi just because I'd want to study it. You know, it's like I want to see all of the. I want to notice more irritating things about it. So it might be the Last Jedi. Jesse N, thank you for $5. I can't wait to see how bad Soilo performs in the box office. I hope it makes Ghostbusters 2016 look like Avatar. I do too. I have a feeling it's gonna do okay. It's gonna be disappointing, but it's gonna be all right. Michael Avaredo, thank you for $5. Uncle Ethan, I just saw the live stream that you had, and I'm infuriated at the level of pigheadedness demonstrated by the author. Which, oh, Mark Wade? Is that who you mean? Yeah. George Ryan, thank you for Canadian $5. This is for the missus, putting up with the soy antics. She's a keeper. She is. Etheris Fox, thank you for $2. Where does one catch this Secret Council live stream? Okay, so it depends. I mean, lately it's just bounced around between my channel and World Class Bullshitters, and now it's going to probably hit Geeks and Gamers too. Just pay attention to our Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter yet, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Follow me, and Tuesday nights. It's Tuesday nights at 9. You can kind of ask around. If you follow all three of our channels, you'll get a notification. But Tuesdays 9:30 ish, High Council every week at one of our channels. Xbox DCG, thank you for Canadian 279. What do you think about the Rick and Morty fandom? I'm perplexed by it. I don't really get it because I've never seen Rick and Morty. I don't understand what it is. Looks like a stupid cartoon, but maybe it's funny. People talk about how you have to have a high IQ to watch it. That leaves me out. So whatever. Fried Dirt, thank you for $5. Uncle Ethan, did you see my artist rendering of Cyberfrog shedding a tear for a dead Pop Holdo on Twitter? I haven't seen it. I've been busy. I'm watching Ava, but I'll go look. I can't wait. It sounds awesome. Mr. Pete Channel, thank you for $2. Cecil sells seashells by the seashore. I did it. I got through it. King of Here, thank you for $5. Uncle E, I demand you cut a hole in the land speeder and run it around the block, Fred Flintstone style. I couldn't fit in it. I mean, I could wear that thing like boxer shorts. It is tiny. I thought like maybe I could sit in it and make it work. No chance. Only little children can make that thing work. Marcus Geiger, thank you for $2. Cecil is talking smack about you on another stream, EVS. That's okay. Nobody's watching it. Michael Alvaredo, thank you for $2. The one drum independent, the one drum independent co.uk. I don't know what drum means. Yeah. Cecil. Tell him to be quiet. Yeah, it is cringe. Uh, Rick and Morty is cynical postmodern trash. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. People talk about, oh, you have to be so smart to like Rick and Morty. I'm like, I don't have time for this. If you watch cartoons, I assume you're not as smart as me. How do you like that for I know I shouldn't say things like that. But yeah, I don't like cartoons. I don't like them. I don't like The Simpsons anymore. I don't like what cartoons do I watch? I mean, I watch what's on the Disney Channel with Ava. I don't watch cartoons. Yeah. Yanni Hole, EVS, you need to drop into his stream and make noise and be rude. I won't. I have no interest. No interest. Let's see. Indie Defense says, I'll bet Ryan Johnson loves Rick and Morty. He probably does. Like, it sounds like he's got that same kind of attitude where, Yeah. Uh, You have to have a high IQ. You have to understand. You know, it's a weird thing that's happening on Twitter. Like people who are angry at me for my Star Wars channel for talking about Star Wars are saying things to me like, "You're not smart enough to understand the Last Jedi." And really, I mean, I have no retort. I have no rebuttal to that. I just my jaw drops. Yeah, I don't think you need to be very smart to understand the Last Jedi. I think you need to be smart to pick out the incredibly stupid plot holes in there, and we've done it over. I mean, and the great thing about this channel is that so many people bring to attention so many of the Last Jedi's deficiencies that it's like almost like working as a team. We have this giant composite complaint. At Disney about that movie that I just don't think exists anywhere else. I don't think any of the other movies have that level of incompetence. I mean, just so many stupid like hey it's almost like these scenes all kind of were written apart from each other and then slammed together, and then if you watch them together you don't realize that this scene has consequences on this scene that imply something bad about this character, and so on and so forth. It's terrible. The Outpatient, thank you for Canadian $2. Is Ryan really Cecil's drag name? I don't know. I'll tell you something. I really don't know very much about Cecil. I know all I want to know about Cecil. Yeah, John Robertson says EVS Hollywood Reporter has a story on solo marketing. What's it say? I'm looking at Forbes's Star Wars box office. How low is too low for Solo? Uh, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Chris Neville says, "Will you watch the Star Wars Resistance cartoons this fall?" Yeah, I will. I'm gonna watch the Rebels and I'm gonna watch the Clone Wars animated series because I was told to. Cartoons, I don't know what it is. I have very limited tolerance for them, even when they're really good. Like I watched the Green Lantern animated series. I watched about four of them, and that was enough for me. I just said these are really great, but I can't look at little animated. I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know. And some aspects of me are too grown up. Elsie Doomhammer says, I've seen. Oh, you're talking to someone else. I'm sorry. New Thundercats makes Johnny Quest look butch, says Majoris Arbach. The new Thundercats is hot garbage. And by the way, the SJWs are circling around the wagons with that one too, which makes me think very peculiar things. I mean, the SJWs are saying things like, hey, those of you in animation, those of you in art who want to run your mouths about the animation of shows like Teen Titans Go and Thundercats Roar. By the way, nobody's saying anything bad about Teen Titans Go, so don't combine those two. Those two are not the same. Teen Titans Go I mean, it's cutesy, but it's extremely competently animated, very sharp and funny. Teen Titans Go is a good show. Um, Thundercats Roar is hot Tumblr garbage. But they're saying, hey, if you go around criticizing these things publicly and you expect to work in animation, don't get your hopes up. Because we see you. We see you making fun of Thundercats Roar. Oh, I see. Yeah. Data Racer 117 says, bro, they've been saying that since December. Only idiots think they're smart. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just coming onto this, though. I mean, the Last Jedi phenomenon is still new to me. Uh, you know, yeah, it's still new to me. Um, no, I don't know. I'm getting some private messages. I hope you can't see them. I don't think you can see them. Yeah. All right. Uh, all right. Zach is messaging me big time here. Very worried messages. Let me just check in on him real quick and make sure he's okay. They're asking. Yeah, but this guy's telling me things that I told him. All right, that's fine. Exia Valens, thank you for $2. Hey Ethan, have you seen Left Foot Media? He's good. He reached out to me a while ago and said I'd like to have you on the show, and I like was like, oh, I'll get back to him, and I never did. I did. I've looked at his show, and it's actually very very professionally put together. It's nice. I mean, I would go on his show. I think. Yeah. Uh, TLJ is a nonstop bombardment of cringe and ideology. It's simple. It's simply awful the more you look at it. Yeah, I don't think repeated viewings are going to make me appreciate it anymore. In fact, I think if anything, they're going to make me resent it. Whereas right now, I'm just sickened by it. Julio Sotomayor says, Ethan, what do you think about incels? All right, so incels are celibate. What does the N stand for? They're celibate, but they're not celibate by choice. They're just nobody. They can't get with women. What do I think about them? I think that's sad. I don't understand the point of the question. I think it's a sad thing. They're celibate, but not by choice. Are they a group of people who are admitting this that they can't meet women and can't get anything done? Midnight Cherry TV. The internet is a wacky place. I honestly, I'll just stay with my YouTube channel and my little tiny Twitter. I, they talk about the dangers of living in a bubble. No, screw that. I'm living in a bubble. I don't want to know what goes on out there. I barely want to go see Solo. That's when I see Solo tomorrow. That is me like taking a glimpse at the world of SJWs out there, the world that they've destroyed. I'm like a monkey on a horse looking at the Statue of Liberty buried in the beach. I don't want to know what goes on out there. I don't want to know what they've done. I know it's not good. I know it's not good. How could it be good? Midnight Cherry TV, thank you for $2. Got this stream muted in a tab, but Cecil live now. Okay, enjoy that, I guess. I don't know. Vince Clortho, thank you for $4.99. $4 Ticos in North New Jersey. Just picked up two more at Walmart. The patriarchy still reigns supreme. Yeah, invest in Tico. I really do feel like, especially after today, seeing them at $12, almost $12 at a local Kohl's. Tico prices are going up, so if you can find them low, buy them. They're going to definitely go up in value. Mr. Miracle Whip, did you see Deadpool yet, Ethan? No, no, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that. This is interesting. Like I've been sleeping a weird schedule lately. Like just I get 4 hours at night and 4 hours in the afternoon, and it's so hard for me to combine them. So I can't do anything for a sustained period of time. This is all because of the nightmare of finishing up my work at DC Comics. Like I hated it. I was like, get me. I want to work on Cyberfrog. So I was just developed a really weird sleeping schedule, and now I'm stuck with it. So I'm staying up right now if I sound tired. I'm trying to stay up as late as I can. I didn't get an afternoon nap. I've got to stay up until midnight if I can, so that I will be wide awake and ready to rock and roll. Get 8 hours in a row of sleep, and be wide awake and ready to rock and roll tomorrow night for Solo at 7 p.m. And to get back here and do another live stream about it. Um, Phil Mandarino Cox again. Have you seen any anime? Personally, not a huge fan, but big names are okay. Well, I saw something called. Somebody gave me something called La Blue Girl. I haven't watched it yet. It's I don't know. Looks like it's for girls, so I'll probably put it on in front of the kids. It's not. I mean, it's just not for me. It's for this animation is for kids. It's not for me. Um, Iwazaru says the new Thundercats is more soy than Ethan's soy pants. It's worse. It's way worse because they're not soy pants. They're sweatpants. Uh, People Circus gives me £2 and says, please draw Rose Tico on your thumbnail. Uh, Thumb Tico. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I'll try. It's dark though. It's dark. Uh, Etheris Fox, thank you for $5. Heard Solo needs to make over 500 million to break even with production and distribution and promo. Can KK keep her job if it actually loses money? The answer is yes. She will lose her job after Star Wars #9. I do believe that they've already written this movie out. I'm off. They've already written it off. Okay, so yeah. Foo Fighter, thank you for $1.99. Social Justice Warriors just hijacked Battlefield V, Battlefield 5, a World War II video game, scumbags. Of course they did. Thundercats rose creatively bankrupt, says KR Companion. I think you're right. Rooster Snake Shackleford, thank you for $2. Tumblecat Snore. Million Dollar Prawn says, is Zach in trouble? No, no, no. Zach had. Okay, so I can't tell you anything he said without spoiler alerts. Oh, he was checking in on the cover I owe him. So that's something I can tell you. Etheris Etheris Fox, thank you for $5. Theory: is George in the cannibalism song George Lucas, and the cannibal singer is Kathleen Kennedy? That is exactly right. Exactly right. How did you figure that out? Genius. Yeah, Etheris Fox is talking about my song, "The Last of George," which I performed today on one of my live streams. I've written a bunch of stupid songs, a bunch of stupid songs, and I haven't played them in a long time. But I played them today, and people were disgusted and embarrassed. It's pure cringe. Um, let's see. We need EVS, aka Darth Skyver's review on Soilo, says Mojo Hook Barb. It's coming. It's coming. Good evening, Uncle E, says Can Stanja. Hi, Can Stanja. Yellow Hoodie says, I'm the Bubble Boy. I kind of am too. Outside is horrible. Stay away. Jesse N, thank you for $5. Cartoons you need to watch are Heavy Metal, Light Years, Fantastic Planet, Time Masters, Fritz the Cat, Heavy Traffic, and Rock and Roll. So I don't want to watch any of those. If I'm going to watch cartoons, it's Bugs Bunny or Popeye. Something funny, turn your brain off. Uh, yeah. Other than that, like all the like cartoons that are made for adults, I don't want to watch those. I don't. I just don't. Nothing against them. I mean, if you dig them, if that's your thing, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I have this one anime. I have something called Le Blue Girl. Seems to be I don't know, like Sailor Moon or something. So I will sit down. I will sit down and watch that in front of probably like with Kaylee and Ava. Maybe Andrew. I want to see it too. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. Oh my God, dude, you have to interview people after Solo. What people should I interview? Who should I interview? Give me some ideas. Phil says, are you gonna go full blown spoilers after you see Solo? I might. I don't know yet. It depends on what you guys want. If you guys don't, if you just want me to just blather about it without telling you anything, I will. Um, CIA Bog says, Ethan, what do you think of Mark Wade's return to Twitter? I'm not aware that he returned to Twitter. I could give a damn. He's probably the worst person on planet Earth, and he can fall off a cliff for all I care. That might be the lack of a nap talking. But yeah, hell with him. Xbox DCG, thank you for Canadian $2.79. Have you met George Lucas? If so, what's he like? I have never met him. Never have. Yeah. People are talking about the Blue Girl. Cool. So you guys have seen it. The Blue Girl's porn. It's porn. Uh, why would somebody? They know I don't like that. Why would they give me? The Blue Girl's a horror show of depravity, says Fedorable the Horrible. Uh, Julio Sotomayor says the Blue Girl is porn. It's hentai, toxic soy. Uh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I just gave it to them to put on in the next room. Guys, don't. It's too late. They're putting it on. Well, it's time that everyone grow up, I guess. I'm just kidding. I saw it when I was 18. Uh, or maybe I was like 22 when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And that was it for me. No more anime. No, I'm never watching anime ever again after that. Um, Phil Mandarino says you can just call me Phil, Uncle Ethan. I will. People Circus, thank you for £2. I'm gonna animate your butter song this weekend. That's funny. You should, I would like to see that. Yes, definitely, definitely. That would be hilarious. Um, oh, Blockbuster Video put it on the map. Okay, yeah, I have a bunch more songs. Michael Fox, thank you for $20. Uncle Ethan, I just bought Hal Jordan from 1 to 45. Great job. Hey, cool. All right, enjoy. I mean, it really is good. I mean, those books are really, really good. Yeah, I think you will like them. Rob Venditti wrote a really nice 50-story arc, and I think I did like 14, 13 or 14 issues, which is pretty good. That's the most I've ever done on a series right there. So I'm pretty happy with it. John Bugyo. Hey, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Bering just got his channel nuked. Still not sure why. Hope you have an alternative channel set up. Well, I don't. And I don't know why they nuke my channel. What do I do wrong? A lot of people are letting me know that Little Blue Girl is porn. Appreciate that. Duck Duck Lion, Bugs Bunny, or Popeye. How old are you? Well, I'm 43 years old, but here's the thing. Back in the old days of the 1980s, when you got home from school, you would turn on the cartoons and it would be Bugs Bunny and it would be Popeye. And Bugs Bunny is excellent. Like the real Bugs Bunny cartoons are so good. They're just so good. You know, I don't think anything's been ever been better. They're still funny. Spartan Scotsman Gaming, thank you for 4.99. I was a background inker back in the 2000s, and I'm proud of the work you're doing. Thank you so much. That's great. Uh, Spaghetti Teat says we have to see Ethan on his birthday. That's September 3rd. What do you want to see me on my birthday for? The dad joke guy says Fabio is fabulous. I'm glad I could introduce Fabio and his album to a wider audience. I have it on CD, and I also have it digital. So I can put on Fabio at the drop of a hat, and I'm really really glad about that. Very glad about it. Yeah. Let's see. Wolverine is Gay is the bravest song I've ever heard. Did you hear the whole song? You can look it up. It's on YouTube. I performed it like 8 or 9 times, and I think there are a bunch of videos of it in various places. Six scale combat. We need EVS piano playlist. All right, some people are catching on to the little blue girl thing. Yeah, family viewing. Yeah, give spoilers. All right, so you guys, some people do want me to give spoilers on Soilo. I'll warn people so people can check out. I'll talk about it and I'll say, hey, I'm gonna spoil it now, and people can leave if they want to. Um, shower me with spoiler. Yeah, Darth Maul's in the. I know. Everyone knows that now. I think everyone knows that. Craig Reagan says, Uncle Ethan, you buying a Charger? You mean a car? Oh no, no, no. Oh, I see. Yeah. 2018 Dodge Charger. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. We're either Ford or Chevy in this house. I'm never buying. I'm gonna buy my next vehicle is gonna be a Ford um not Explorer. What's that? Oh, Expedition. I'm gonna get a Ford Expedition next. I just want bigger and bigger SUVs. If I could drive a tank around, I would. I like big vehicles. In my alternate blue collar life, like if I went down a different path and I never learned to draw, I would be a truck driver. I would drive coast to coast. Uh, that would be the life for me. I would love to drive a big truck. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. Interview folks leaving the movie when you see it. Okay, I will. I will. I'm that weird. I will do that. Das Apt Ganger, thank you for the number of the beast, $6.66. Ethan, when is science going to admit that SJW produced anger-based tantrum heat is causing climate change? Look into your crystal ball. Um, is it? Is it? Is it? I think it might be. I think it does a lot of exhalations, carbon in the air, in the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm ready to blame them for anything, to be honest with you. I like your theory. I do like your theory. Yeah. Oh, okay. So CIA Bog says, just kidding. I actually made a parody account called Mark Wade to mock and disgrace Wade. That's fine. You can do that. That used to be a concern of mine, but I no longer am concerned. Go ahead. He has earned it. What else is going on? Rax the Hero, thank you for $5. Ethan, I bought and reviewed my first Marvel comic. It made me feel sad and disgusting. Luckily, I bought some quality DC ones to make me feel better. Yeah, just so you guys know, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 45 came out today. I've mentioned it, I think once or twice. Here it is. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 45. This is my final issue of Green Lantern at DC for a little while. Yeah, so I mean, enjoy this. It is out today. I don't know if it's any good. Let me look at it real quick. No, it sucks. Don't get it. Don't get it. I changed my mind. Yeah, don't bother with it. If you do get it though, thank you. I do appreciate you. Uncle E, I'm streaming you and Cecil simultaneously. It's like Yanni versus Laurel. Okay. Yeah, some people do like Bugs Bunny still here. I mean, I know you guys. Okay, Merry Melodies, Droopy, Daffy, Pink Panther. Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I got Rocky and Bullwinkle autographed by June. Oh my God, the voice of Rocket J Squirrel. She was like 102 years old, and I got her to autograph all of the DVDs. and she just died like I think last year. I treasure them now. I'm really happy with them. She also signed the Twilight Zone, where she played the doll that's like, "I'm going to kill you." She played that voice, so yeah, pretty neat. Nathan Cinder, thank you for $4.99. Not sure if you have mentioned recently, but just wondering how many more days till you start your Kickstarter. Um, I don't know. We could do it any time. We could do it any time now. We got the LLC set up. It's just a matter of, I mean, I could do it and then just show you the promo art that you've already seen. I just want to put up pages, but I could just put up pages while we go. We could do it. We could do it whenever. I could do it tomorrow. It's just, I don't know. Andrea is saying you can't hurry love. You just have to wait, and that I think is good advice. I'm not. I don't need to rush this thing out. Especially when there's so much conflict going on with diversity in comics, people are still really unsettled and wacky. And frankly, I really don't want them to take all that nonsense out on my little Indiegogo. I just want to draw a frog comic. These people can go fuck themselves. So I don't want the conflict. Right now, everything is crazy, crazy, crazy. Michael Fox, thank you for $5 again. Your art really stands up to the test of time, bro. Amazing. Well, thank you. That is my intention, is to do timeless comics that can be read more than once. Yeah. Fedorable the Horrible says, I want to remix one of EVS's tracks. Well, that should be interesting. That should be interesting. Yeah, why not? I don't know if you have a good enough recording of it, but go and do it. Jesse N says, get a Ford Excursion. Is that a truck? What's a Ford Excursion? I want a big SUV. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I have to have, yeah, Canyonero. I got to have a car big enough to put Ava's, seat in and, drag up to, five children around. Uh, Andrew, you want an SUV too? For your car, you want an SUV and not a car? You like it. You didn't used to like SUVs. Originally, you said this is too big and I'm afraid to drive it. Yeah, she did say that. But now you're into SUVs. That's good. All right. Well, give it some thought. We're gonna get Andrew a new car. Xbox DCG, thank you for Canadian 6.99. Would love to see SJWs react to Trump getting the peace prize. Just the idea made them lose their shit. Well, they live in an alternate reality. I mean, where they think Trump is the worst president. I like when I see them say, "You're going to jail." Uh, he's not. The president's not going to jail. I mean, even if he did do something wrong, he's not going to jail. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it is, they're delusional. They live in another planet. They think that he's going to lose in 2020. No, he's going to be reelected. Well, Trump is going to be president until I'm 50 years old. I love it. I absolutely love it. When he was elected, I went, hooray. Star All Kung Fu, thank you for Canadian $5. Hi, EVS. You offering the older issues of Cyberpunk when you decide to run your Indiegogo Kickstarter? Wouldn't mind a chance to get caught up. How do I do that? I got to find somebody. Somebody actually emailed me, and I got to make sure that they knew what I wanted. They said, "Hey, I'm able to take the old Cyberpunk issues and restore them." So, is that something that I should do? I mean, so that we can print them all. And the problem is the original art's gone, and the books are all that remains. There's no digital disc. There's nothing like that to print from. Literally, somebody has to go through, scan the books, clean them up, maybe recolor them, color some of the black and white issues, and then put them all out as a trade paperback. That could be a separate Indiegogo project in and of itself. Otherwise, you can still go and get any of these issues of Cyberfrog fairly easily. I mean, they're kind of expensive on eBay right now, but if you go to your comic shop, they could be in the 50-cent bin for all I know. I mean, they're old and, they weren't really in demand when they came out. So, let me know. If you do find any, I mean, post them on my Twitter. That would be really cool. Smug Diogenes, thank you for $2. Seeing Soilo tonight. I'll spoil it for you, Ethan. All right, cool. Enjoy, enjoy. Let's see. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $10. Wow, very nice. Did you hear that Ricotta Prime will be in episode 9, according to a very credible storyboard leak? Makes me wonder if the whole return of the Ricotta theory that went around has merit. Ooh. Can I look that up? I wonder if there's an article about that. Oh, that's interesting. Brian Kirby says Cecil is the worst. He's not the worst, but I mean, yeah. Grizzly Adam 82 EVS selling any art from Hal Jordan 45. Yeah, all of it. I gotta get it up on eBay. I got to do that. I've just been slammed. I'll try to get some up tonight, and the rest of it up tomorrow. So pay attention to my Twitter. I will give the links to the eBay auctions. If not, just go to my eBay page. You'll find all this artwork up there, starting at 99 cents. And yeah, take it away. Get it out of here. Zol of Tokarga says June Foray. That's correct. June Foray was the voice of Rocket J Squirrel, and the talking Tico doll. DeBuzz General, thank you for $2. Senor, I work at GM, buy a Suburban, pay my salary. Uh, okay. I don't know. I like Ford. I'm happy with. I drive a Ford Explorer right now. It's the best, most reliable vehicle I've ever owned. I mean, I've driven it. Driven it. I've driven it all over the place. I love it. I'm gonna reward Ford with. It's never given me problems. And I was in an accident with it once, when I drove 16 hours through a blizzard. I skidded out on the road, and I was perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get another Ford. Sorry, I'm sorry that you work at GM. People Circus, thank you for £5. I was an animator on Lego Star Wars 2 and 3. If you ever need an animator for a Cyberpunk game, give me a shout. Portfolio review soon. Love those. Nice. I do need an animator for a Cyberpunk game. I think. I don't know. Portfolio review. Yeah, I have one decent portfolio to review that somebody sent me. Um, Yanni says EVS doesn't want to do it anymore. He just wants to do Star Wars videos. That's kind of true, but brutally honest portfolio reviews are work, and I do need to do work. That is important that you guys kind of get what you need out of this channel, as well as just a little bit of amusement. I wish a Cyberpunk Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover would happen. Fedorable the Horrible. I wish it. Probably will eventually. Jesse N, thank you for $2. The Excursion is the largest Ford SUV ever made. Is it currently in production? I get catalogs for the Expedition all the time. I haven't gotten one for the Excursion. Wow, Michael Fox, $100. Thank you so much. Just to say how much I love you, dude. Well, I love you too. I appreciate that donation. That is really terrific. Yeah, thank you so much. Wow. It's so nice, man. I'll tell you, you guys are just really, really kind and good to this channel. Every morning I wake up and I see that the channel has grown by another 1,000 subscribers. My Patreon goes up. This is becoming, uh, it's becoming. This was going to be a kind of a part-time job. It's becoming more of a full-time job. Just keeping up with it. It's paying really well. But I remember talking to Comic Storian, Benny from Comic Storian, and he told me, he said, when I got to my first 100,000 subscribers, I had to hire help. And I said, really, why? I don't understand that. I'm starting to understand it. It does become a thing. It becomes an ongoing concern, a little mini media, station. So you guys are making that happen for us. And let me tell you something. I really, really enjoy doing this. I mean, I wake up happily ready to make my video in the morning. Andrew will tell you I'm happier than I've been in a long, long time doing this, and you guys make that possible. So thank you very, very much. And the fact that I get to do Cyberfrog again. Yeah, being under contract is neat. I mean, it's good. It's good to be under contract in some ways. It was especially good when DC Comics was offering health insurance. Then it was like a great thing to be under contract. But once that went away, and then once Jeff Johns kind of became, the guy who was doing the movies and the television, and not so much the comic books anymore, being under contract became a little bit of a drag, and I was scared to get out from under it. Um, because it was just regular work all the time. But now that I'm out from under it, like this YouTube is just fantastic, and just the idea that I can do whatever I want to do, and I don't have to ask permission. Oh, and I can say whatever I want to say. I can tell an SJW to fuck off if I want to. You can't do that when you work for DC. There are rules. I can kind of say whatever I want to say now. I work for me, and that's great. I mean, that is the thing. That is total freedom. That is total happiness. Yeah, I am completely enjoying myself now. Dan the Man 317, thank you for $5. What are the odds of Soilo getting a Pando Lando spinoff? Like 100%. It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen because I mean they're limited. They have the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie that they can do. They're gonna run a trilogy on that, definitely. Han Solo is not going to get a sequel. There will not be a third Aaron Reich, I predict. There will not be a third Aaron Reich. Um, yeah. So they're going to need more things to do. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $5. The reason the leak is credible is that the leaker has actually leaked the Last Jedi's entire plot long before it was released. Nobody believed it. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I got to catch up on all this stuff. I wasn't paying attention to all the gossip back during the making of the Last Jedi. Now I am paying attention to everything. So yeah, um, totally. EVS says Critias, if I were to hire an artist to draw my comic, how much is a reasonable price per issue? Oh, per issue. All right. Well, I'll say this, and this isn't very much money. I would say that an artist needs to be paid $100 a page, minimum. I mean, minimum. You know? Yeah. So, if you are going to hire an artist to draw a comic book, be prepared to pay him $2,000, and please don't screw him over because I've said it before. The indie press is a swamp of for artists to get kind of jacked. They work really hard, and then the whoever was supposed to pay them disappears into the night, and that's just not great. It's not great. Um, yeah. Tanya Patrick says it's because you're funny as hell and make great videos. Well, thank you. I love making videos. I was making these videos back in October just as a way to sort of communicate. This is social media to me. Uh, and then slowly I just kind of went, you know what? Like I'm backing off of Twitter a little bit because Twitter doesn't pay. I mean, it doesn't make sense to kind of put your thoughts out on Twitter when if you put the same thoughts out on YouTube, they pay you ad revenue. It's like yeah, why are people on Twitter? Why doesn't everybody have a YouTube channel? Um, Probably because nobody wants to listen to most of the people on Twitter. Um, yeah, Jar Jar Binks says Viper Justin. Apropos of nothing that I can see, but Jar Jar is Jar Jar is a tough character. Now that some time has gone by, I can watch Phantom Menace and just sort of appreciate the awfulness of Jar Jar in a way that's entertaining to me. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I can look at Jar Jar now and just say, all right. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $10. While Ricotta Prime is cool, there's a lot of cringe in the leak, such as Rey and Kylo being in love. I heard that. And having a kid, I heard that too. And the trilogy format being abandoned, 9 not being the end of the story. Um, that would be news if Ryan Johnson, he wasn't doing his own trilogy, like if he was gonna do, episode 11 or something. I mean, episode 10 and 11 and 12. That would be interesting. Yeah. Um, the Buzz General, thank you for $2. Fair enough. Papa bless to my old girl Maddie. Papa bless, Maddie. Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Um, Well Hung and Dung says, why is anybody in here? Cecil's on and he's sober. Like, why would you want to see Cecil sober? I like Cecil when he's like drunk, and he drinks a lot. I can't even. I'm telling you, I drink 2 beers, and that's enough for me now. The older I get, I used to be able to just pound them, but 2 beers is good enough. I have a happy buzz. I slur, but I can make sense. Yeah. Jesse N says, I love Angry Ethan. I don't. I have to reel myself back. I have to reel myself back. But the point is like, when you are working for DC, you do have to watch what you say. There are social media rules. I don't like social media rules. Not when there are SJWs out there who don't have any rules. Um, you know, you have to be able to kind of uh, hit them. The Outpatient, thank you, says you are our voice in the industry, which we always feel more separated from, which we aren't always allowed to. We aren't always allowed to just have fun. Uh, you know, um, Here's the thing, like. I really think I'm looking at what Zach is sending me over here, and I'm just like he's on the wrong track. You don't need a publisher. You don't need a publisher anymore. The comics industry is changing. It's changing. I mean, you can work for Marvel or DC. You can do little odds and ends of work, but like even Marvel and DC have a ceiling. I've been to the top. I've been to the very, very tip top of DC Comics. Oh, and Marvel Comics too. when I was working on Grant Morrison's new X-Men. I've been to the top, but at DC particularly, I've been to the top of the industry. Number one Wizard magazine, top artist, and a lot of money. What seems like a lot of money. It's not. It's not that there's a limit to it. There's a limit. You only go so far. If you do this by yourself, if you're able to do something close to what Richard did, and then actually print and distribute the comics yourself, if you're able to create a point click, one click buy and then drop ship method of selling comic books, you're going to rule the world. You're going to make $1 million in this business right now, whereas nobody else is. I mean, everybody else is just scraping by. Also, you've got clowns that are trying to, impede him in various ways. Anytime he puts a third person between himself and his fans, that third person is going to get hit by SJWs, who are going to make it impossible for him to do what he wants to do. It's just the industry is changing. At this point, all I need to do is say, guys, I have a comic book out. If you would like to buy it, it's this much money. Here's a button to press. We'll ship it to you. You'll have it in 2 days. That's what the industry needs to become, or it needs to go digital as well. So you need a digital option, you need a physical option, and it needs to be quick, and there doesn't need to be anyone else involved. If you can just sell 6,000 copies of a trade paperback, you're going to be on top of the world. So absolutely, things are changing. Things are definitely changing. DeBuzz General, thank you for $2. My 1 month old, crap, I should be saving for college. Yeah, good point. Xbox DCG, thank you for $2.79. You into video games? Did you follow GamerGate? No, I didn't follow GamerGate. I'm only into one video game, one, and that is Dead Rising. Well, actually, Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2. I only play them between Christmas and New Year's. And ask my kids. It confuses the hell out of them. I have a PlayStation 4. I've got almost every game PlayStation 4 put out. I don't play them. I played them once or twice and then I stopped playing them because I just don't have the time. It's not creative for me. I'm not making. Here's the thing, and I told my son this, who was obsessed with video games. I said, uh, it's not making you money. It's not meeting you girls. It's not, making you smarter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you play video games. And he said, "Oh yeah," and then he got a job and everything. I would like to get to the point where I can play video games. I would like to be that wealthy. I'm not that wealthy yet. Yeah, we got some time. We have to make a little money, then I can play more video games. Liam Hardy says, "Help me sleep, Ethan." Um, okay. Go listen to Cecil's chat. He's boring as hell. Yeah. 100 per page plus colors plus letters. I don't know about color or letters, King of Here. I'm saying for the artist, for the penciler, 100 a page. It's expensive. Make no mistake, unless you can convince them to wait and then receive money on the back end, but nobody wants to do that. It's so much work to draw a comic book. Getting somebody to draw 2,000 or 20 pages and paying them $2,000, I mean, that's going to pay someone's bills for a month, probably. So, it's a reasonable, and it's going to take an entire month for them to do it, a month of hard work. So you have to look at it that way. I know. It's expensive. Learn to do it yourself. I mean, if you can draw for yourself, you're set. Colin makes stuff. Thank you for $5. Ethan, you have movement going here. The SJWs have taken over not only the movie industry and the video game industry. Keep on doing what you do. Well, here's what I'm doing. I mean, my movement is entirely self-interested. I don't have a movement. Like, I'm not leading anybody. I tell you how I feel about Star Wars. Um, and I'm interested in promoting my own comic book and selling my own comic book. I don't know if I'm interested in helping others to do the same thing. I mean, at some point, guys like Zach and Diversity in Comics over there, they've got to figure out their own way. I'm blazing my own trail, just because I've wanted to do this for so long, and I don't want to let go of it. It's never going to leave my hands. I hated watching Zach try to get published through Antarctic. They came to me, those people, and they said, "Hey, we hear you want to do a Cyberpunk comic. Well, we publish conservatives." and we'll stand up for conservative. We want to be a conservative publisher. And I was just like, and I told him, all right, thanks for the offer. I'll keep you in mind. And I was just thinking, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. You don't know what's coming. I mean, these people are nuts. These people are nuts. And like, if you're not used to weathering SJWs, and I learned real quick, if you're not used to weathering SJWs and fighting back in some way, then you're just gonna bend right over. You're gonna fall over. Um, I hated seeing them pull the rug out from under Zach. It's just, why did he let himself be embarrassed like that? He made $320,000 on a comic book. He should be walking on air, and he's angry. It's like, look, do it yourself. Blue Dan Bob, thank you for $10. Jar Jar was a tech demo. Hmm. Okay. Michael Fox, thank you for another $20. Okay, last super chat. How much for a Colossus in his tiny shorts? $400. If you go to my eBay, you'll see that I have uh, there's an option on my eBay, which is Cyberfrog 9, to order a full figure drawing. Okay, as if you're meeting me at a convention. It's a convention sketch, and you can order one there, and I will draw a Colossus in tiny shorts, I guess, if that's what you want. Sure. I'm not an angry Bob Ross. I'm not. Am I angry? Yeah, I'm a little bit angry. I'm angry at the state of things, but uh, I'm very it's like I'm very happy. I'm almost giddy. Michael Alvarado, thank you for $2. It was brought up in the chat, but Landoc's Jabba ship. Lando's, shit. I don't know what that means. Lando X Jabba ship. Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes I don't always understand what the super chats say. Yeah, at all. But I try. How many degrees do you have? Says DXP. What? Degrees in what? You mean school? Zero. Zero. I'm an artist. I'm an illustrator. $2 from someone message retracted. Thank you for $2. Bradley Fortner says Garth Brooks. Yeah, fuck Garth Brooks. Who's he think he is? JG Stoner, thank you for $2. Did you do any X-Men or big title Marvel leaving? No, I did New X-Men at Marvel with Grant Morrison back in 2002, 2003, and I don't think it has ever gotten bigger. I mean, that was the biggest X-Men's ever been, at least for this generation. I only did 4 issues of it and maybe 6 covers. I don't know. It was enough though. I ended up creating quite a few characters. I created the Stepford Cuckoos, Glob Herman, Beak, Angel, and I own all of them. So I think Angel appeared in X-Men First Class, the movie, so I got paid for that. And if Beak ever shows up anywhere, it's never very much money at Marvel. Marvel's not great with royalties. They kind of suck. Um, Rax the Hero says, Jesus Christ, Captain Cummings is hammered in his live stream. Cecil is influential. Oh my God, Captain Cummings drunk. That's hilarious. I would love to see that. Jim Bobo, thank you for $2. WWED, what would Ethan do? Kick fucking Cecil. Yeah, and I will too. I mean, at the slightest provocation, he drives me nuts. I love the pro Cecil lobby that gets very angry with me. Don't be mean to Cecil. What are you nuts? Cecil, like, Cecil wants you to be mean to him. Cecil comes in and says obnoxious things. He knows what he's asking for. Rick Wolf, thank you for $10. Hey Ethan, any plans to add voice acting to your Cyberfrog trailers? I've done some voice work for Hasbro, and I'd love to send in an audition if so. Well, I mean, go ahead, send it to my email, which is ethan12032 at gmail.com, and I'd love to listen to it. I wasn't really planning on it. I was planning on just using music, just real music behind it. But I don't know. I mean, maybe. Thank you, Arts 1984. Love your new X-Men work. I appreciate that. Yeah. Curtis J. Berger's shocked. He's like, somebody sent you $100. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I do appreciate it. I mean, This is a nice thing. Having subscribers that enjoy the content. I wake up every morning at between 4 and 5 a.m. To make sure that I have a video that's available for 7 a.m. You can ask Andrea. I'm like, some people want to listen to me when they drive to work. I mean, you get feedback directly from people, and you realize that your channel becomes important to them. They get used to listening to it, and they expect to hear you every single day. So that's why YouTube becomes a real job. I mean, you have to get up and have content every single day, and people want to know when it's going to be there. So you always know early in the morning, for people's drive time to work, at least when it comes to the United States of America, there will be a video up for me that you can listen to on your way to work. You have to respond to what people say. And in return, people tend to give me really nice donations, and I've got a Patreon, and yeah, my videos get liked, and it's really cool. It's way better than anything else. I barely go on Twitter anymore. I don't go on Facebook at all. I mean, I go to Facebook and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? It's so slow. But yeah, YouTube's the best. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for $2. The best leaders are pioneers. Flip Mode 360, thank you for €2 29. Just came from solo. It's good, but the SJW is there. That's what I understand. Ace Mobile, thank you for $5. Not sure if it's been said, but Cecil is drunk on the other stream. Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's all he does is drink. And if you got Captain Cummings to drink, he's a bad influence. Rax the Hero, thank you for $2. Captain Cummings is hammered on his stream. Cecil, it is. Cecilitis, I see. Okay. The Hatch, thank you for asking me this question. Hey, Ethan, have you seen any videos on the evil Jar Jar theory? It's pretty interesting. I'll look into it. I have to run through these. Aetherius Fox, shoot, I'm losing the super chats. They're disappearing on the screen. I'm going too slow. So let me just. Okay. When Solo is bad, could we trend the hashtag free Star Wars from the Empire of the Mouse? Drive SJW's nuts to portray Star Wars as enslaved. It kind of is. It kind of is. Break a day. Thank you for $1.99. Why'd you pull the last video? Keep up the SJW wars. Because it was only 15 minutes long, and it's just one of these things again where I'm just like, I hate these like fractured videos. Hunter, my son, interrupted it, and I figured it's just a fragment, so I'll get rid of it and start over. Andrea said, get back on, because there are probably people waiting. Oh, it's frustrating. Matt Brent, thank you for $2. Hey, Ethan, have you seen the Thundercats crap 2019? Yes, I seen it. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I wish everybody involved with it would just stop it. Das After Ganger, thank you for $2. I'm in Facebook rehab now, finding I don't miss it. Yeah, it's not good. It's just not good. You communicate to the same 5,000 people over and over again, and there's a real sense of privacy. Like, I'm like, this is my little Facebook family. No, people can peek in on you. You can put all your personal family stuff up. People can go through it. It's junk. It's like I don't need that. I don't want to do that anymore. But my mom still uses it, so it's like I have to keep it up. My family. Um, Data Racer 17 said, EVS, do you know Stephen Platt? Is he still around? I've never met Stephen Platt. I did write a song about him once. Is he still around? I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened to him. You can ask any of those guys from Extreme Studios, like Marat Michaels or Dan Fraga. They're on Twitter. They'll know where Stephen Platt is. Mullet Turtle says EVS cannot outdrink Cecil. Well, I mean, I don't know about that, because Cecil, I've never seen. What do you mean? Like, I've seen Cecil fall over on his stupid live streams from drink. I've never done that. So I mean, I'm just saying I would not drink as much liquor as him, because I'm responsible. I know my limit. Um, but I could probably outdrink him. I'd stand. I'd be the last one standing. Absolutely. But I mean, 3 drinks for me is the limit. By the fourth drink, I'm making bad decisions, and I'm saying stupid things. Break all day. Oh, okay. So it's break all day, not break. I don't know. It looked weird on my phone screen. Um, Shamaniac gives me Canadian $5. Uncle Ethan, I would have sex with a twat. Twi'lek. Does that make me pansexual or just alien sexual? Perhaps interspecial? Shul? Interspecial? I don't know how you would pronounce that word. That's tough. Um, I think it makes you a fantasist because those aren't real. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. You might find that your organs, your sexual organs, don't even work together. So, it might not even be an issue at all. Saggy Bone says, what do you think of Tyler Kirkham's work? I like Tyler. I do like Tyler a lot. I just smacked the phone. Sorry about that. Yeah, Xbox DCG. Thank you for 279 Canadian. Will you tell us how much you made on the shirts? Nah, it's none of your business. A lot though. A lot. Yeah. Again, I mean, those T-shirts did really, really well. We're gonna have to do some more. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $5. If you're interested in the evil Jar Jar stuff, please go to the Darth Jar Jar Reddit and read the threats in the holocron. So much there, the vids miss. Okay, I'll look at that. That's funny. It seems ridiculous. Cecil lives drunk. Yeah, he's drunk in all his videos. I can't, like, I can't be drunk. I mean, I drank 2 beers the other night and was just like, okay. And somebody's like, you're slurring now in the live chat. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta end this. And I don't even feel like I'm done, but I gotta end this because I don't want to say anything stupid. Then I'll take my whole video down. Um, Most of the stuff I say that's stupid is sober. Like, at least it's under control. I want to at least feel like I meant that. Uh, but yeah, you could say something accidentally when you're drunk. Joseph Citadino, thank you for $2. Threads, God, typos. I like when people correct themselves and give me another super chat. That's like the coolest thing in the world. Here's another $2 so I can correct myself. Yeah, people are saying Ron Howard did a great job with Solo. You'll see. Well, if he did, I'll say so. Mr. Sharky MR or MR Sharky MR says by the first drink, Cecil is making bad decisions. I think he's a guy who's made a ton of bad decisions and he never stops. Viper Justin, your thoughts on Comic Book Men? Thank you for $2. It's garbage. It's just fake garbage show. I like some of the guys in it. I think they're nice. Not a big Kevin Smith fan. I find him to be one of the biggest shills on the face of the earth. Uh, he's just always there. He's always there to smirk and kind of widen his eyes and pretend that Batman v Superman is going to be a good movie. It's enough. I get it. You like everything comic book. Channing McDaniel, thank you for $5. Uncle Ethan, it's my 46th birthday. Happy birthday. I heard you say you saw Return on your birthday. I saw Empire on my birthday, and seeing the Star Wars movies were my favorite presents. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, happy birthday. I did. I saw Return of the Jedi twice in 1983, and the second time was as a birthday present. I'll never forget that. Yeah. Superfat11, thank you for $5. This is driving me crazy. Who is Cecil? Cecil has a YouTube channel called Dick and Comics, and he is kind of a parody account. He goes around with the an avatar of who's that fat comedian from the 70s who's in Cannonball Run, and he just runs around like Richard Simmons, and he's funny. He's kind of funny. He creates a disturbance in live streams. Rhino4563, thank you for $2. Uncle, you gonna be at New York City Comic Con? Yeah, I'll walk around. I don't know. I can't see myself setting up a table. I just don't want to do that anymore. Things have changed. Like, it really feels different. It really feels different. It's like the idea of sitting behind a table at a artist alley now. I can't. Like, I'd be bored. I'd rather walk around with a camera and a microphone, and I'll sign autographs if people see me. But I mean, I'd rather just talk to people. Ethan sounds drunk. Yeah, no, I'm a little sleepy right now. I'm not drunk at all. I haven't had a single drink. Just remember what I told you earlier. I'm staying up as late as I can so that I can change my sleeping schedule in order to be able to deal with tomorrow night's festivities. I was sleeping 4 hours at night. Like, I'd go to bed with Andrea at like 9 or 10 p.m. Uh, Maybe 11 p.m. I don't know, but I'd fall asleep by 11. I'd wake up at 3 a.m., come down, make my video, and then end up going back to sleep at 1 p.m. and waking up at 5. It sucked. It was a mess. So I'm trying to get off of that schedule. That's a result of me working at DC on this last book. Trying to get off of that schedule, get on a normal schedule. That means staying up late. I didn't get a nap today, so I'm a little bit punchy. Didn't get a nap, but I'm staying up and I'm going to try to go to bed at midnight and sleep until 8 in the morning. Um, Nick W says, Uncle Ethan, if you ever return to Marvel, what would you like to work on? Star Wars. I'd work on a Star Wars book at Marvel. I don't care. I don't want to. I mean, that's like when I say that, I'm saying I would work on Star Wars because it would be an aid to my channel. Like my channel takes priority over working at Marvel or DC on anything. I enjoy my channel. I don't enjoy working for corporate comic companies right now. Dom DeLuise, thank you. That was the name of the actor that I was thinking of, that Cecil uses as an avatar, and he claims to look like Dom DeLuise. I think he's probably flattering himself. Uh, SR2 Joker, thank you for $5. Any chance at a Soilo baseball cap? Yeah, we can do that. It'll take a little while longer. The guy does have some embroiderers that can make baseball caps. I do think we should do that. I would wear one. Have been wearing the shirt around and getting a lot of support. That's great. That's terrific. Thank you very much. Yeah. Da, da. Shannon McDaniel, thank you for $2. Cecil sounds a lot like Truman Capote, but drunker. Yeah, that's a good comparison too. A little Truman Capote, but not as smart. Not as smart. Um, Cecil is now. I don't know why. Why am I getting Twitter messages from Cecil? What do I follow Cecil? Did I ask for Cecil alerts? Oh my God, what a nightmare! I can't escape this dude. And the High Council is important to him. He really wants to be. He wants attention, and the High Council is going to get him the most attention. We get a lot of people watching. That's the thing. So he's like, "Oh, High Council, High Council, Cecil, I'll come to you if I want you. If I want you there, I'll come to you. Other than that, make other plans." Samuel, maybe I am mean to him. I don't know, but he's you see him. Samuel Haig, thank you for €5. Saw a Soilo opening day in Paris, France. 2,372 tickets against 16,415 for The Force Awakens. Wow. 13,192 for The Last Jedi, and Rogue One, 6,478. Source, Alicine. That is dreadful. That is dreadful for Paris numbers. The Theorist Fox, thank you for another $5. If Soilo turns out to be good, you can claim that you called it, saying it's low in soy, the same way that fat-free is free of fat. If it turns out to be good, the reason why is 100% the skill of Ron Howard. And I will say, that I have said all along, that Ron Howard is capable of pulling this out. However, he's up against some serious obstacles in the idiocy of his cast and of the screenplay. Those are the two issues. Ron Howard is a great filmmaker. So if Solo does turn out, it's because of Opie. The Shadow, thank you for 4.99. If you were to make a Star Wars comic, would it be a story with original characters or established characters? It would be okay. I would do gangsters centered around Jabba's palace. I would do Goodfellas, but with Jabba the Hutt playing the Paul, what's his name? The big fat gangster from Goodfellas, the leader of it all. That Jabba the Hutt would be playing him. That's what I would do. I would want to do monster gangsters and bounty hunters. That's what I would want to do. Sean Carson, thank you for $5. Check out Box Office Pro's weekend forecast article on Soilo. They have it making only 133 million over the 4-day weekend. That's grim. That is grim. We'll see if they turn out to be correct. Flipmo 360, thank you for €5.49. When I seen Solo myself and my brother were the only two in the room, we were shocked, but it's enjoyable. People don't want to see it. Nobody's excited about it. I really do believe it has something to do with the announcement that Lando Calrissian is pansexual. That just doesn't go over well. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. It's like Hollywood thinks. Paul Sorvino, thank you. That's so. Yeah, Paulie. Yeah, I think he would be. I think Jabba would play that role pretty well. Anyway, I'm getting drowsy. So I've been doing this for almost an hour and a half plus the other 15 minutes that I did it on the I think I've been charming. I think I've been erudite. Go Gojirify. Okay. What happened to DC to make you stop working there? My contract came to an end, and DC said to me, due to social media pressure of SJWs, they said, it'd probably be best if you kill your social media. And people said, yeah, social media, Twitter, it's just, listen, it doesn't lead anywhere good. Maybe your YouTube too. Maybe you should take your YouTube down. And I said, no, I won't be doing any of that. I won't be doing any of that. So what I will do instead is let's just probably not renew. I want to continue with, or I want to do Cyberfrog anyway. So uh, that was agreeable. I was supposed to do one more issue of Hal Jordan. I was supposed to do issue number 47. I finished 45 and just said, I can't do another. I got to get out of here. And they were good enough to let me out, about a month and a half early. I said, I don't want to do this book. Can you let me out? And they agreed to let me out. So we're on good terms and everything. I mean, if I might go back to DC, but it won't be for a while, a year, 2 years. I really want to make a go at this. If I'm back at DC, it's because Cyberfrog failed. Daedric SMG, thank you for $4. Is Star Wars even good? I mean, after the original trilogy, Lightning in a Bottle, what has been what has been so impressive about it besides the hype? Um, um, well, I mean, listen, people buy into the world of Star Wars. And I think that really the Skywalker saga is the entirety of Star Wars. I think outside of that, they're going to find that they're going to have trouble. Skywalker saga is way more important to Star Wars than they dare to even think. If they try to go outside of it, good luck to them. Good luck. The Shadow, thank you for 4.99. So did you hear about the fan showings one day early? Yeah, they butt up the fans with free dice, chains, posters, and coasters. Well, where's mine? I'm a fan. Paul Contreras says Cecil's in the house. Okay, good. Um, LC Doomhammer. What kind of tame drunks are you people usually around, or do I just end up around particularly volatile ones? LC, I would say probably the latter. Yeah, JG Stoner, thank you for $2. Opinion on thought bubbles, passe or effective? Passe. Um, unless the story is about somebody who cannot speak. Like what if they're in a, I don't know. If you're living entirely in their head, but then again, you can just use thought captions. There's no good reason for thought bubbles anymore. Not at all. Shannon McDaniel, thank you for $2. Is your birthday Friday? Crush that like button. My birthday isn't Friday. Um, no, my birthday is in September. All right, I should go. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting drowsy. So again, like I said, we've done this for a good 90 minutes. Cecil's here, so let's quit. Uh, yeah. And it's an honor, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for a very generous amount of donations. Do appreciate you. And tomorrow's the big day. I mean, tomorrow's a really big day. I hope that you guys are. I hope you guys are ready. I'll get up tomorrow. I'll have a new video up probably. I'm going to go live before the movie. I'll go live after the movie, and then I'm gonna record a couple of review videos. So I got a very busy day tomorrow for the channel, and I'm gonna take notes on this movie. I'm gonna know everything about it. Can't wait. All right, guys. I'm seeing Soilo tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means I'll be home and probably live around 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can expect me to immediately flip on the live cam and we'll get into it. And I hope you guys are ready to rock. Love you all. Have a great night and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.